I really want to do this ocean idea. Please let me pick it.
Oh, I actually really like that.
We're gonna get started on the rest of the sketches. I'm delivering those tonight. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm so excited. This is the first time in a long time that I'm going to be able to show you my illustration process. Today my client is Greenpeace and we're doing a bunch of spot illustrations this week for them. I'm hopefully going to take you through the entire process from start to finish. Let's start sketching some ideas and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the process. Yay! Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is the first time we're doing this in so long. I usually start with text, which might seem surprising, but I just have information about Greenpeace. I've got directions I'm thinking of going based on the brief and the brand colors, which will be important later. So essentially the job is a festive guide. So ideas on how to do things more sustainably during the festive season. They release this festive guide globally, but they don't have an Australian centric one. In case you don't know, Australian Christmas is basically hot. And we only see this white Christmas thing through like a media lens, if that makes sense. So I have two ideas. I want to go with like an Oceania idea. A lot of Australians live within like 90 kilometers of the beach or something like that. And my second idea is just swapping out like Christmas tropes with Australian flora and fauna. I want to do sketches for both and present both ideas, concept sketches, and then we're going to go into refined sketches when we know which direction we're going into. So what I'm delivering for this project is a couple of backgrounds, a couple of spot illustrations, and I do want to deliver some tiny detail illustrations just to fill gaps because I'm not going to be the one designing the guide. I'm providing the assets. I'm going to do this in ink, I think, because it's really fast turnaround, so I really need to be speedy. That'll be easy in ink, that'll be easy in ink. And then I was thinking like some of the detail illustrations to include could be shells, and that can be put in both the water background and the sand background. I want to create some dividers if I have time, and I want to create some icons that they can use for each heading. Oh, I did have a really interesting idea. Like, I'm just gonna write this down before I forget. It would be cool if like there was like, this is clearly going to be a pearl, but I know one of the gifting things is like sustainable gift wrap, whether it be like reusing gift wrap or using fabric so that you don't have to throw it away. You can use it as many times as you want. I feel like having a clam open and there being a pearl wrapped in fabric would be really, really cute. And then what other dividers could I have? There could be a coral divider. I also think there could be coral here. Suddenly I'm thinking the cover, because I will have to create a kind of lockup that can be used as the cover that text can be put under. It'd be cool if like underneath the copy and stuff, a peace sign made out of coral would be really nice. There was an idea about a Santa riding a wave, so I can totally do that. I mean, maybe that would be appropriate in this spread. So a spot illustration with the same blue so that it can be moved anywhere but matches the background. So the surfing Santa idea, very cute. They weren't fully attached to it. They're open to ideas, but I do want to present what the client has asked for, even though I always love to come up with my own things. Okay, ignore how bad these sketches are. They will be good. I promise you that. I love this idea. I like this idea. A coastal plant that I grew up a lot around is like a Norfolk pine. Very iconic around like at least the East Coast that I know of. Actually, there's a lot of birds that live in them, and I like that they kind of look like a Christmas tree. So I feel like that would be a really nice one to include in this because it just is quintessential and it looks like a Christmas tree. Is there stuff that we can hang on it? Do you know what would be really cute? If birds were the baubles. There is like the rainbow lorikeets, I know, live in these in Manly, which is the beachy town that I grew up in. So it'd be cute to put those on, and they're just like different colors on each branch. Okay, seagulls we could do. There could be like a nest with a present in it, which would be cute. Little sand speckles. I might create those as assets to give to the designer too, because that might be nice to place in spots that don't have any texture. Love to do some like Australian fish. I know that a groper is like a fish on our coast, and they're known to have like really strong jaws, but they're also really pretty. This will also depend on like which color palette I go with, because if blue is not included, it's gonna be hard to include a blue groper. Oh, and I definitely want to include a whale. The whale could be splitting up gifts or Christmas pudding would be cute. I'm just gonna do flora and fauna, like Australian flora and fauna, summery stuff. Of course, we could do like a kangaroo. I think there could be a gift in the pouch, which would be cute. Koala. So there could be the gum tree, which could have baubles on it. And then there's the little baby koala. So cute. There's also like, I think the Wallamai pine would be really nice. I need to look and get reference photos for this, but I like it because it reminds me of like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It's a little more sparse than a fir tree, but it could be nice to have the baubles. In the UK guide, they had like pickets. So any of these animals could have those. A crab, that would be cute. I really want to do this ocean idea. Please let them pick it. Now, there's a little bit of bias that goes into this because obviously if I prefer the idea, I'm going to explore it more thoroughly. Birds would be nice too. Anyway, I'm going to continue sketching and then we shall nail down some ideas and then do a really rough version of that on my iPad and then create a document to send over before end of day. So I've only got a few hours to do this. Now I'm going to go have a look at the messaging and see what I can add based on these core ideas. Hello everyone, I finished. I hope you didn't mind me doing a time lapse. I just didn't have anything to say and I was rushing because we have a fast delivery for this project. But I thought while I'm going through and editing, let's have a look at what I've done. So I've actually made a video on how I put together client decks from start to finish before. So if you are interested in the process of this, please go there. In the first page, we've got an overview. I've included this sketch page here, but it's actually not anything that they're going to feed back on. It's just to show your process because sometimes when you have ideas, in between the sketching stage and what you're presenting to the client, you may drop some ideas that they actually like. So I like to present those pages too if I can, so that they can be like, oh, I actually really like that. They see how I got to that stage, etc. Anyway, so we've got two concepts. We've got an oceanic Christmas, which you saw, and the flora/fauna, more typical Aussie Christmas, which features some of our favorite Aussie animals and plants. The oceanic Christmas, which I'm hoping for. I'm really, really hoping for it. We'll see what they say. I've included a cover variation because this is something that the client said they wanted, like a surfing Santa. So I definitely include that, obviously. But then I thought it'd be nice to have a coral wreath with a seaweed bow. I included information about everything that's depicted here. I just think this is just so much more whimsical. I'm really hoping for this. I just love all the underwater elements. I think it's going to be super engaging for kids and very nostalgic storybook style for adults. I've got the Aussie Christmas. This one I like less because it's less fun for me. I included a little Santa sleigh getting pulled by a bunch of platypus. I want to make the front platypus's beak red. I thought a Christmas beetle would be a nice touch. I don't know if that's an only Australian thing, but I love when the Christmas beetles come out. And I thought it would be nice to have an homage to a holly sprig, but it's gum nuts and eucalyptus leaves. So we'll see what they say. And then I've got my proposed style here. I really want to do this style I created for Peach Show, but I think it's really nice and I think it will add an edge to the festive guide. I always like to include what feedback I want from the client and also dates that I need them to feedback and when I'm delivering work. If you don't do this, I find that the timeline slips and it can be really, really frustrating on everyone's side. And also it's just letting the client subtly know that if they can't meet the feedback dates, then I can't meet the illustration deadline. So it just keeps the timeline a lot tighter, I've found. I'm gonna have a quick read through, send it to Chris, and then I'll let you know what they say and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello everyone. Okay, we are back at the studio. It's actually 2 days later. This morning I took a meeting at home and now it's about 11. I'm actually really excited. They've gone with the idea that I wanted. They've gone with the oceanic idea. Last night I did this sketch. I always said I didn't really like depicting mythical creatures, and I don't know why that is. The idea of it I don't like, but actually working on it yesterday was fine. And so I'm gonna get started on all the rest of the refined sketches and send them off to the client. We've got to do it now. So that's all I can say. Okay, I'm eating leftovers for lunch that Rocket made last night. I am feeling really good about what is going on with my sketches. I've done probably about 5 sketches right now, and I only have, it's probably about just over halfway done. I don't know if you saw, but I did like a digital palette. I want to make sure it works in ink because sometimes it looks a little bit different. I want to make sure I can mix the right colors and that they look good when they're scanned, so I get a good idea of what the final result will look like, and so that the client can too. I'm really confident in my ability to meet the deadline in the quick turnaround and be able to scan final pieces before I go to Tasmania to see my mum. Just finally got feedback. It's literally the end of the day. I'm gonna do a couple of hours work today just to relieve some pressure just before I go to Tasmania, and because my birthday is this weekend. I'm 32, so I'm not gonna be working on Saturday on my birthday. So I just would love to relieve some pressure for tomorrow. So I'm gonna get started on some of the pieces that are fully approved. We are just responding to some of their feedback for some of the illustrations, but there are definitely a handful that I can start on now, so I'm super excited. And you shall see me working on that into the night, I think. Hello, my darling. So I just got my feedback for Greenpeace.
Amazing.
So I'm gonna stay back probably a few hours and then try and get as many things as I can done. We're pushing back on some feedback or just adjusting some feedback, and then yeah, everything should be fine. But there's a few illos that are like fully approved, so I'm just gonna get started on those.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, cool.
All right, bye, baby.
I see.
we are back. Yesterday was my birthday, so I didn't come in yesterday, but this is where we're at. Basically, I've done most of the illustrations. I just have this color of this illustration to do, and then 3 really small illos to do. So I'm gonna wash my palette, and then we're gonna get started and just jump straight into it, and it's gonna be, honestly, maybe I'll get it done today. That would be amazing, because I've got to pack for Tasmania. I'm leaving on Tuesday. I don't even know what time I'm leaving, do you?
10 a.m.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I really have to get packing. Okay, bye!
Was always fixed upon the ground, and I picked you up and brushed you off and kept you, penny boy. And you sang and jangled in my coat all day, as I guessed your story circa 98. And there's nothing of that winter I would change. Holding hands inside my pocket, me and Penny Boy. There are still some things that my pen just can't write. Now I'm suspended in between my thoughts at night. But when I awake, it's cleared up by the light, illuminating that frustrating, funny penny boy. eyes was always fixed upon the ground. Glad I picked you up and brushed you off and kept you. Oh, how I self-soothe, how I bruise like an apple that's fallen from a tree. From the inside out, I'm riding. I fight for my youth and play it cool, but I'm naked at school in my dreams. I bet it means that they see right through me. Couch comrade, do you wanna know what keeps me going? It's not the things.
Hello everyone, ignore this dying fiddle leaf. I feel like I've given it water. Can anyone tell me why the leaves are facing down? Anywho, I wanted to have a look at my final illustrations with you guys. I loved this project. It was really fun. It was quite a fast turnaround. We probably finished the whole project within a week, including waiting for feedback and stuff like that, which is great. I love a fast project. It's more fun for me because it's like the energy doesn't dwindle. It's really, really exciting the whole time. Yeah, I loved the final result of these illustrations. I love an illustration project where like I hand it off. I just hand the files off and then they become something else. My favorite illustrations were probably the octopus decorating a coral tree with the starfish and the pearls. I just thought that was such a cute idea, and they used it in the context of getting like a local tree or like a live tree that you can use all year round, and using natural decoration. So I thought that was really great. I didn't actually know which illustrations they were going to pair with which point, so I'm just glad like so many of them worked out. The whale one went with like festive food and things like that, which is really sweet. And they were really excited to have a whale because Greenpeace is all about whales and also about koalas, which is why the koalas were in there. And my other favorite besides the octopus is probably the mermaid, which is surprising since I don't love mythical illustrations, or at least my own. But yeah, I had so much fun. Did you guys enjoy following the process along with me? With these videos, I try and make them jam-packed enough so that people that are younger or with less experience or just with different processes to me can get insight into like the way that I work, because that's something that I love when I get to see other illustrators doing that. Or when I was younger, I would have loved to see like a full project from start to finish. They also use them as gift tags. All in all, very successful project. I'm so happy, and I think the client was really happy too. So it was really, really good all around. I love projects like this. And the funny thing is, like, Izzy, who was doing the design of the document for Greenpeace, was like we have mutual friends, and like they put my work forward. And it's so nice when people put me forward for jobs and stuff, and I don't even know, because I've had times where the reason the client has found my work is because someone that works there is like, what about this person? And they just like watch my videos or something. And that's just so cute. It's so cute that like I get to make you content, and then in some ways you get to affect my life because you can like put my work forward for things or something. I don't know how to explain it. It just seems so like interesting. It's like back and forth or whatever.
Even I got a job last week from your following.
Rocket literally got a job last week from someone that followed my videos and stuff. They have like a vitamin brand and he did like a shoot for it, which is so cute. Thank you all. Thank you all for supporting the household. Speaking of supporting the household, I just wanted to say a big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. As per usual, if you don't know already, Squarespace is an all-in-one platform for building your website. It's the best. We love Squarespace in this house. I'll probably pop this project into my website in the new year just because I'm wrapping up for the year and I want to spend time with family. Basically, the hard part about updating your portfolio is gathering the imagery, and I just want to make sure it's like in good formatting. Other than that, like it's so easy. If I already had the images ready, like I could just plop them in right now. Squarespace has the best themes. I feel like it's like the easiest user experience. And also on top of that, they have so many services in one place. You only need a Squarespace subscription and you have access to invoicing, newsletters, shops, a blog, like all of it. There's a lot of like different services you can get, but instead of getting like 4 or 5 different subscriptions, just getting Squarespace is like, I feel more valuable because you're saving money. If you've never used Squarespace before, go to squarespace.com/furrylittlepeach. You get a free trial and 10% off your first purchase. Thank you, Squarespace. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love making these videos. I just don't get that much of a chance to do them anymore. As much as I can in the future, I will. If you're watching this and you own a small business and you need illustrations, like reach out. I love interesting little illustration projects. They're really, really fun. This is the end of the year. I feel like there's one video left. It'll be like a stocking making video, and I'm going to be posting it pretty soon. So you'll be seeing me very, very soon. And then after that, I'll see you in 2025. Kind of sad, but it's only a couple weeks away, so it's okay. So not even a week, it's not even 2 weeks away. I feel like it's less than 2 weeks away. I hope you have a good holiday period. I hope you get some rest, and I hope you eat lots of nice food and hang out with your family and friends. Bye!